Okay, we're here with Laurie Livingston, Executive Director of Tuolumne County Arts. Laurie, how are you doing today?
Doing good.
All right, all right. And I imagine the summer has been pretty challenging for yourself and for the Arts Alliance and for the arts community in general.
It has been, well, a learning curve. Quite a massive cliff there that we're trying to struggle upwards to try to deal with the loss of the pretty much the arts economy in California. It's been devastating. So we're challenged to try to rearrange a lot of how we do things and what we're doing.
Okay, and as of what you are doing, I know there's not a lot of in-person activities, but I know you're working on some things.
Absolutely. One of our major focuses at this point is arts in schools. I've been working with our educational director, David Simmerly, and his assistant, Sue Toms, both educators, to try to reformulate how we're going to be able to get our grant administered in the schools. And for people that don't know, there is an Arts in Schools grant by the California Arts Council, and we write those grants every year, and those grants are for what you would call well, Arts in Schools is what it's called, but it's really for long amounts of time. So they're almost residencies in this year for schools. So what we're doing is doing a lot of research about how other schools are doing this, other arts organizations, how arts teachers are teaching through Zoom and Google, and what does that look like? And how can we do the same thing? So our four schools, if I can remember them off the top of my head, Soulsbyville, Curtis Creek, at Jamestown, who am I forgetting? And Twain Harte. Those are the four schools that were written into the grant. So we have four teachers in residence and two visiting artists. So all of those people will be employed. So we don't want to not be able to do this. So we've got to figure out a way that's going to work in terms of however the schools are going to be structured. We want to be able to do something for the kids within the realm of the arts. At this point, the arts are going to really help with this huge change that we've all gone through. And certainly arts really help children, not just adults, but children understand and deal with the changes that they've been going through. So so that's what we're doing.
All
And
right.
we have some really talented artists who have done this a lot. I think maybe two of our teachers have been teaching in the schools for 32 years, teaching arts. So
Great, great. I hope we figure out a way to do this.
well, there are a lot of people that are doing this all over the country, of course.
Hmm.
I would I'm grateful that we can sort of build our program in this new sort of way with all this help from people online.
Great.
So, yeah.
Well, you're working to figure out how to do the arts in schools. I understand there's some other related organizations that do have some activities you want to talk about.
Absolutely. One of them is that now this is for 2021, so keep our fingers crossed, everything goes well, and And we're gathering again and meeting again and socializing again. InFocus has announced their 2021 show. For those of you who don't know, InFocus is a program that's been going on, I think, I may get this wrong, but maybe it's 36 years. Wow. So it's time to, in your possibly creative time that you might have, to get your photography chops going and get something into the show. If you go to their website, they'll have all the information that you need in terms of all of the times when you hand in your work, what that means, what that looks like. And that is infocus-tcaa.org.
And KAAD, what's the relationship, first of all, between the arts and KAAD?
So KAED was a program that started under TCA's umbrella. They've been able to become their own 501c3, that means a nonprofit. But we are still working with them as much as we can. And one of their really fun and interesting projects that they had this summer was be a DJ, become a DJ. And that is through a program called the Playlist Collective. And you can find out all about it at KAAD-LP.org. And let's see, what else? Oh, and actually, if I haven't gotten that quite right, because I don't have the website up in front of me, email getonair@kaad-lp.org. And someone will get back to you and talk to you about what it takes, what the program is. I did it. It was really fun.
Yeah.
And I dug through a whole bunch of old music that I used to listen to, some new, and it was really a fun little break that I did on my summer vacation.
Yeah, sounds like a blast.
Yeah, it is.
Now, Laurie, I assume that you're not doing any office hours, but the office is still down at the Sonora Inn, correct?
Yes, it is. And no, we don't have any regular office hours, but my contact, if you need, is Laurie at tuolumnecountyarts.org, or if you actually are downtown and you go to our door, there's a couple of people on there that you can get in touch with to talk to you about anything you would like to talk about in terms of the arts. But what we did do is we tried to open on the weekends. So we had some installations that were going on the weekend, and I think we only got through one weekend before we had to close it again.
Yeah.
So we're hoping once it's lifted that we will be down there. But here's the fun thing. If you do go down there at night, take a look in the window. We have an installation, and it's an ocean theme. So I won't say any more than that, other than bring your snorkel, because it really looks great. It looks like the ocean. And we have a Ethel mermaid. We've got some other sort of paper mache sorts of creatures that are hanging, and some very ocean-like lights. So we haven't completely left. We're there.
Well, I'll definitely go check that out for sure.
Okay, good.
Hey, Laurie, thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome.